Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. Dear students, here I have brought you another preparatory question paper of the district Davanagere. In this class we are going to discuss answers of this question paper. So before going to start the class, there is a request from my side. Still, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video. Now let's start the class, children. Very first question is 25th term of the arithmetic progression 3, 8, 13, 18 so on is. Given options are 25, 123, 128, 80. Very simple question, children. Here one arithmetic progression is given and asking to find the 25th term. So find a value, b value, n value will be 25 and use nth term finding formula. Otherwise directly you can use a plus 24d also. As you simplify this, here you will get answer b 123. Question number 2. Formula used to calculate sum of n terms of an AP whose first term is a and common difference is d. It means here you wanted to identify sum finding formula when first term is a and common difference is d. So in that case we get C is correct option, that is Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let's see another question, children. If 20, x plus 1, 4 are in AP, then the value of x is. Given options are 11, 3, 13, 24. First understand the problem. Here three terms are given and they are saying are these three terms are in AP. These three terms are in AP. So here you wanted to find x value. For that you want to use arithmetic mean finding formula, that is b is equals to a plus c by 2. In that case a value will be 20, b value will be x plus 1 and c value will be 4. So substitute these things in that formula and simplify. You will get answer is a, that is 11. Question number 4. In an arithmetic progression, first term is a and common difference d. Then its 15th term is. It means they are asking when first term is a and common difference is d, how do you write the 15th term? So let's see the options here. A plus 15d. Option B is a into 15d. It's wrong. And A1 also wrong. C is a plus 14d. As 15th term we can write it as a plus 14d. And obviously D will be wrong. Let's jump into another question. The graph of the equation 6x minus 2y plus 9 equals to 0 and 3x minus y plus 12 equals to 0. Given options are coincident, parallel, intersect exactly at one point, perpendicular. See here two equations they have given and asking to identify which kind of lines these are. After drawing the graph, how lines will meet, whether it is coincident or intersect exactly at one point or parallel or perpendicular. So for that here you wanted to find the ratios of A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. See here, let's let's find A1 by A2. 6 by 3 means, so we'll get 2. Next minus 2 by minus 1 means again we'll get 2 and 9 by 12. It means we'll get here 3 by 4. Here A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 and B1 by B2 is not equals to C1 by C2. Hence here the correct option is B, parallel lines. Next let us take another question, children. If x plus y equals to 8 and x minus y equals to 4, then the value of x is. Given options are 2, 4, 6, 8. We better solve in elimination method. So y terms will get cancelled. So add x will get 2x is equals to 12. So then x is equals to 6 we will get. So option C is correct. Question number 7. If x plus 4y equals to 5 and 3x plus 2ky plus 15 equals to 0 or pair of linear equations which have no solution, then the value of k is. See here, two equations they have given and asking to find the k value, and they clearly said these two equations have no solutions. If they don't have any solution, hence these must be parallel lines. Hence the equation is, ratio, that is A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2, which is not equals to C1 by C2. You have to use that concept and find the k value. Here we get the k value is 6. B equals to 6. Next, let us see the another question. Question number 8. If the lines of pair of equation a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0 are coinciding, then the correct statement in the following is. So two equations general form given, and they are clearly saying these lines are coincident lines. So coincident lines always have infinite number of solutions. In that case, all ratios will be equal. So here option A is correct. A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2 equals to C1 by C2. Question number 9. In a given figure, if ST parallel to QR, means he wants to use here BPT concept, then PS by SQ is equals to, given options are PS by TR, PT by SQ, PT by SR, PT by TR. So directly you can guess the answer here, children, that is option D, PT by TR. Question number 10. In a triangle ABC, if DE parallel to BC, again BPT concept, children, AD equals to 2 cm, BD equals to 3 cm and AE equals to 3 cm, then EC is equals to, given options are 3.5 cm, 4.5 cm, 4.6 cm, 5.4 cm. So here DE is parallel to BC, directly use BPT concept, children. AD by DB is equals to AE by EC, and substitute the values and simplify, you will get the answer, that is 4.5 cm. So for this question, option B is right. Let's move on to the another one. Question number 11. Triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, and the corresponding sides of those triangles are in the ratio 8:5, then area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DEF. Given options are 8:5, 5:8, 64:25, 25:64. Children, this problem we have to solve on the theorem of areas of similar triangles. So I clearly said in my earlier videos, whenever ratio of sides given and asking to find ratio of areas, in that case you have to find the square of the given ratios. So here given ratios is 8:5. So what would be square of 8? That is 64. And similarly square of 5 is 25. So 64:25 is right answer for this question. Hence option C is right. Question number 12. Which are Pythagorean triplets in the following? So easily you can identify, children. Option A, 5, 6, 7. No, it is not a Pythagorean triplets. Option B, 6, 8, 10. Yes, it is Pythagorean triplets. So 6 square means 36, 8 square means 64. 36 plus 64 is 100 and root 100 is 10. So obviously C and D will be wrong. Next, let us see another question. A tangent is drawn from a point at a distance of 17 cm from circle. Means the distance between external point from the center of the circle is given, that is 17 cm. Of circle radius is 8 cm and radius of the circle is given. We need to find length of the tangent we wanted to find. So if you know Pythagorean triplet concept, easily you can understand. 17, 8 and one more term which is related to Pythagorean triplets is 15. Next, let us move on to another question, children. Question number 14. To construct tangents to a circle from an external point such that the angle between tangent is 100 degree, then the angle between radii should be. Children, in each and every question papers, this kind of problem is repeated. See here, angle between tangents given and angle between radii they are asking to find. So those two angles sum will be 180 degree as we discussed in the earlier classes. So here angle between tangent is 100 degree, hence angle between radii should be 80 degree. Let's see the another question. The number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle from an external point. So important question. So how many tangents we can be drawn from an external point? So given options are 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep it in your mind, children. If a point is external, we can be drawn only 2 tangents. Hence here option B is correct. In case if a point is on the circle, we can be drawn only 1 tangent. So in case if point is inside the circle, we cannot be drawn any tangents for that. Next question number 16. In the figure, triangle A1 BC1 is constructed similar to triangle ABC with scale factors 4 by 5, 1 by 5, 5 by 4, 1 by 4. Children, observe the figure properly. If you observe the figure, then only you can answer for this question. So actually here, which triangle is constructed first? They constructed ABC triangle first. So later on they constructed A1BC1 triangle. Now identify yourself A1BC, A dash B C dash, otherwise A1BC1. So this triangle they constructed after triangle ABC. So if you observe the figure, we can easily come to know that A1BC1 triangle is smaller than ABC triangle. Hence, numerator ratio, in the ratio numerator value should be smaller one. Children, I repeat again, whenever the required triangle is smaller than the actual triangle, in that case numerator value will be smaller than the denominator. Hence here see the options in which numerator is smaller. So in first option also numerator smaller, in B also numerator smaller, C obviously wrong because numerator is greater, and D also numerator is smaller. Then in A, B, D, which one you will select? So in that case, look at the arcs, how many they have constructed on, here X has to come, children. So they have constructed 5 arcs. Hence 5 should be there in our ratio. So in that case, in 4 by 5 and 1 by 5 we have 5. Now option C and D have gone wrong. Now see, B4 means at B4 they constructed parallel line, means ratio should be 4 by 5. So option A is right. If points 1, 2, minus 5, 6 and P, minus 2 are collinear, then the value of P is, given options are 4, 5, 6, 7. So here you wanted to use area of triangle finding formula when vertices are given. Half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. That formula you have to use. Their area of triangle will be equals to 0 because the points are collinear, and substitute the values and simplify, you will get the answer is 7. Option D is right. Next question number 18. The coordinates of midpoint P x, y of a line segment joining A 5, 2 and B 7, 6 are. So here section formula we have to use, children, and here they clearly said that we have to find the midpoint of the coordinates of P, means the point is midpoint. Hence we have to use sub formula, that is x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus y2 by 2. So in that case we get the correct option here is 6, 4. Option D is right. The formula to find out distance between the points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is, so distance finding formula you want to write, children, here. And here option A and option C both are correct. So here both are same formulas only, and these two formulas only we will use to find the distance between any two coordinates. So you see here option A also correct, option C also correct. So in this case if you write or if you shade any option, you will get the correct answer. In your examination, if you are getting 2 correct options, in that case, if you shade for any one correct thing, for that you will get the marks. Next, let us move on to question number 20. The coordinates of the point on x-axis will be in the form. Options are 0, y, x, 0, 0, 0, x, y. So, if a point is lying on x-axis, means in that case y value should be 0. Hence, option B is right. Question number 21. The coordinates of the point P x, y, which divides the line segment joining the points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 internally in the ratio m1 is to nr. See here, ratio is m1 is to m2 not. So here m1 is to n. Hence, here the correct option is option A. m1 x2 plus n x1 by m plus n, m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n. See option B. In option B we have negative signs. Hence this cannot be section formula. In option C formula also we have negative signs. And option D formula also we have negative signs. Hence you can delete all these options. So option A is right. The standard form of the quadratic equation x into x plus 1 is equals to 30 is. So here simplify this one. It is not in standard form of quadratic equation. So x multiplied by x plus 1. So here we get, after multiplying, x square plus x minus 30 equals to 0. Children, I repeat again, x square plus x minus 30 equals to 0. That is option C is right. Next, mathematical form of the statement sum of a number. We don't know a number you take it as x plus twice the square of that number, means 2x square is 56. So correct option will be here, x plus 2x square equals to 56. Otherwise 2x square plus x equals to 56. So here the right option is C. Question number 24. If ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, here a is not equals to 0, has equal roots, then the value of c. This is a very good question, children. See, they have given general form of quadratic equation and they clearly said here a is not equals to 0 and it has 2 equal roots. So discriminant formula you have to use, b square minus 4ac equals to 0 you want to use, because roots are equal. So in that case find the value of c, children. So b square minus 4ac equals to 0, minus 4ac you transfer to right side, will get plus 4ac. So c value we wanted to find, so 4a you transfer to the left side, it has become to the denominator. Hence here we get the correct option is b square by 4a. Next question. If x plus 4 into x minus 4 equals to 9, then the value of x is. So you have to simplify here. See, this x plus 4 into x minus 4 is in the form of an algebraic identity. A plus b into a minus b, means you will get x square minus 16 square. Next, minus 16 square transfer to the right side, it will become plus 16. So 9 plus 16 we get 25. Now root transfer to that side, we get square transfer to the right side, we get root. So root 25 having the values plus or minus 5. Hence here the correct option is A. Question number 26. Sin square A plus sin square 90 degree minus A is equals to. So given options are 1, 0, sin 90 degree, 2, sin square A. See, in the place of sin square 90 degree minus A, we can substitute cos square A, because it is complementary angle. Sin 90 degree minus A is cos A. Here sin square 90 degree minus A is there. So in that place we can substitute cos square A. So sin square A plus cos square A is equals to 1 by trigonometric first identity. Question number 27. 2 cos theta equals to 1 and theta is an acute angle. Then the value of theta. Given options are 0, 30, 45, 60. Easily you can answer for this question, children. See, this 2 transfer to right side, we get it 1 by 2. So for what angle of cos we get 1 by 2? That is 60 degree. So option D is correct. Question number 28. In the given figure, angle Q equals to 90 degree, PQ equals to 8 centimeter, QR equals to 10 centimeter, PR equals to 12 centimeter. Then the value of cot 90 degree minus theta is, options are 12 by 10, 4 by 5, 5 by 4, 10 by 12. See which value we need to find? Cot 90 degree minus theta. It is in complementary angle form. So cot 90 degree minus theta, we can write it as tan theta. Hence, if you observe the figure, theta is reference angle. In that case, QR will be perpendicular and PQ will be base, means adjacent side by base. So 10 by 8. So 10 by 8 simplify. So we'll get answer 5 by 4. Option C is right. Choose the correct option. 9 sec square A minus 9 tan square A. Options are 1, 2, 3, 4. Children, look at which value we wanted to find. 9 sec square A minus 9 tan square A we wanted to find. So to find this value, we have one trigonometric identity, that is 1 plus tan square A equals to sec square A. Now tan square A, you just transfer to the right side, we get sec square A minus tan square A. It means equation will be 1 is equals to sec square A minus tan square A. Now both the side multiply 9. So in that case, we will get 9 is equals to 9 sec square A minus 9 tan square A. So therefore correct option here is D. Next question number 30. The angle of elevation of top of tower from a point on the ground which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower is 60 degree. Then the height of the tower is. So angle of elevation is given. So if you observe the figure, 15 centimeter is the distance of a point from the foot of the tower. So C is reference angle. So which trigonometric ratio we will use? BC is given, AB we need to find. So AB is perpendicular, BC is base, means opposite side by adjacent side. So that is tan ratio he wants to use. So tan 60 degree is equals to AB by 15. So tan 60 degree value is root 3 is equals to AB by 15. Do the cross multiplication, it gives answer C 15 root 3 meter. Question number 31. In a distribution more than type and less than type, ogive are intersecting at a point 15, 20. Then the value of median is, given options are 15, 20, 10, 35. See children, whenever both more than type graph and less than type graph are intersecting, so where exactly it is intersecting, that point is given, that is 15, 20. So after intersection of graphs, you wanted to draw perpendiculars on x-axis as well as the y-axis. So x coordinate gives the exact answer for median. So hence here the correct option is A 15. Question number 32. If the mean of 10, 11, 12, x, 17, 19 is 14, then the value of x is, given options are 13, 14, 15, 16. It means here you wanted to use mean finding formula for ungrouped data. X bar is equals to sigma x divided by n. So mean is given, that is 14. In the place of x bar substitute 14, and in the place of sigma x add all the terms and plus x divided by 14. Divided by how many terms are there here? 6 terms are there. So I repeat again children, x bar value is 14 and in the place of sigma x add these terms. So 10 plus 11 is 21, 21 plus 12 is 33, 33 plus 17 is 50, 50 plus 19 is 69 plus x you will get. Okay, and in denominator you wanted to write 6. So this you simplify and we get the answer is 15. Next formula using to calculate mod is, see, whenever we are finding a mod, here we never get cumulative frequency. So that keep it in the mind. So cumulative frequency we get it in median. So correct option for this is option A only, that is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Number 34. In the distribution, the frequency of the class 0 to 5 is, so where is 0 to 5 class interval? So it is first one only. So in that, how many frequencies is that? So that is 8. Hence option A, 8 is correct. So very simple one that. So question number 35. The midpoint of the class interval 10 to 20. Children, they are asking midpoint. Midpoint is nothing but class mark. Don't confuse with the class size. Class size means upper limit minus lower limit. Class mark or midpoint means upper limit plus lower limit by 2. So here add these two. 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 divided by 2, we get 15. So option A is right. Question number 36. Area of base of cone is 24 centimeter square. So cone base area is given, means area of circle is given pi r square, and height is 6 centimeter. The volume of cone is 48 centimeter square, 48 centimeter cube, children, not square. 64 centimeter cube, 68 centimeter cube, 74 centimeter cube. So here which formula do you use? So that is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So pi r square value is given 24 and h value is 6. So simplify 1 by 3 into 24 into 6. So we'll get 48 centimeter cube as answer, means option A is right. The combination of solids in the capsule is, so here figure is given, it is capsule shape. So it could be what combinations? So given options are 2 cylinders, 2 hemisphere plus cylinder, 2 spheres plus cylinder, 1 cylinder plus 1 hemisphere. So your correct option is B, 2 hemispheres plus cylinder. So on both the sides there will be hemispheres, hence 2 hemisphere, and middle part will be in the shape of cylinder. Question number 38. A cone is surmounted on hemisphere, means cone is just over the hemisphere and the slant height of the cone is 7 centimeter, means L is given, and radius is 5 centimeter, and we need to find total surface area of the solid is. See here, actually we wanted to find total surface area. So for that you want to use the formula CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere. You should not use total surface area of cone and total surface area of sphere, because the circle part in the figure we couldn't touch that. We cannot be touch that. So use the formula of CSA of cone. So CSA of cone finding formula is pi r L, and CSA of hemisphere finding formula is 2 pi r square. So find the answer of those two things and you will get answer, that is option B, 267.14 centimeter square. Next, surface area of a sphere of radius 6 centimeter. So direct question it is, radius is given and we need to find surface area of the sphere. So surface area of sphere finding formula is 4 pi r square. So we get option C is correct, 616 centimeter square. Yesterday we have seen same kind of the problem. In that case, area of sphere was given and asked to find the radius. So their radius answer we got 7. So here radius is given 7 and area will be 616 centimeter square. And we are at last question. The shape of a gilli in the gilli danda game, see given figure, is a combination of, so here one combination of gilli is given. So it is related to which shape we wanted to write here. So first option is a cone and a cylinder, 2 cylinders, 2 cones and a cylinder, 2 cylinders and a cone. So obviously we can go for option C, 2 cones are there. 2 cones have attached on both ends of a cylinder. So hence 2 cones and cylinder is correct option. Dear students, to here we have completed answer key of preparatory exam of the district Davanagere. So in the next class we come up with another question paper. I hope you have got it, and practice all these questions. If you get any difficult in these questions while solving, you kindly comment. I hope you got it. Thank you.